I've always been someone who's used notebooks a lot in my life, and I really like them. When I was younger, I would try to journal, and I had so many journals that I started and did not finish because it just was one of those things that I would start a few pages and I'd try to write deep details about every day, and it just wasn't sustainable. However, later on, I discovered the bullet journal method, and if you're not familiar with that, I'll try to link below to the channel. It's basically a methodology of using notebooks, and it just really changed how I do things, because instead of trying to do these super lengthy things, you're really doing little bullets that symbolize things. So a little dot is like a task, a little hyphen is a note, a little circle is an event, and you just can write things so much quicker. And you don't really need the super lengthy paragraph form for me to look back and see those bullets and remember what was going on in my life at that time. So when I discovered that, I really started using notebooks more consistently. I use them for productivity. I use them for tracking my life. I use them for writing down project ideas. And I didn't use them exclusively. I balanced them with digital tools, and I've gone back and forth various times, but I have a lot of notebooks, and it's cool to just have this tangible collection. This is my life. I can kind of look back and get little fragments and glimpses of what I was thinking about and what was going on. But I want to talk about some of the main reasons why I really like notebooks and some of the benefits of them. I've got a few written down in this notebook right here. So let's jump into it. First off, it's just simple and it's calm. I don't know if you've used digital tools a lot, but sometimes they can just get a little too big. I like making complex systems in software. I get shiny software syndrome, if that's a thing. I just made that up, but basically something new and fun, flashy, and I want to tinker with it. And that's great, but sometimes I build a system that's too big. It's not sustainable, and it just stresses me out. And then I go back to a notebook and I just write down everything I need to do and focus on, and it grounds me. I'm like, okay, that's doable. I can handle that. And it's just a lot more peaceful. And if you've ever been overwhelmed by digital tools, or just even if you're not using any tools, I just encourage you, just go get a piece of paper, get a pen, write it all down. And once you kind of have perspective on it, you can kind of grasp it and swallow it a bit better. So yeah, it's very calming. It's very relaxing to me, and it's very simple, and I like it. The second reason I love it is that I'm leaving little breadcrumb trails for myself. Like I said before, I'm not writing these big lengthy things. I'm seeing all these bullets, and I'm seeing fragments of my life. This is just for me being productive. If I'm writing a to-do list for today, I can mark off, I did this, I'm pushing this to here, I found this quote on this day. That little day just has a side effect of leaving this trail that I can refer back to. If I'm using a digital task list, which I do sometimes, but at the end of the day, I can check a lot of things off and I don't see them anymore, and I don't really have a grasp of how much I got done. But on a paper list, I can see everything I got done, and I can see the little side notes that came along with it, and I can see those for years to come. And that leads us into the next point. The third thing that I love is that it's just something that will last longer. I can't tell you the number of times I've tried to journal in a digital app and I just never go back to it. I just don't know where they are. Tools change, all these things change, but I have all these notebooks that are just tangible, and they're a joy to flip through compared to searching something in a note. If you need to search a note for like a Wi-Fi password or something that you're going to need quickly later, use digital notes. But just for your life, for your thoughts, for these things, it's really helpful to just be able to flip through page, see the ink. That was me that tangibly wrote that. Tangibly, I think that's right. Wrote that years ago. And I might just grab a notebook and see what I was doing this date years ago, and it's just really cool. And yeah, there could be a fire, there could be a flood, but there's a lot of things that can rot away digital archives as well. Nothing's going to last forever, but I find it to be a great joy to flip through these notebooks and just have this collection of my life and little glimpses of what I was thinking at a certain time. So not a hard rule. Not everyone's going to love notebooks. If you want to hear more of my strategies and things that I do that I like notebook-wise, then comment below. Give me your tips. Give me your story. And maybe I'll make more notebook content in the future. I know I had a different video where I'm like, I don't want to be the notebook guy. I'm not trying to be the notebook guy. This is part of a challenge where I'm doing 30 vlogs in 30 days. So yeah, but if you like this stuff, I'll talk more about it. I like talking about it. So that's all I've got for you today. Thank you for your time, and I will catch you in the next one.